Fire crews have worked through the night to halt the progress of a huge fire south of Ballarat in Victoria. The blaze is now contained, but not before it injured several people and destroyed a dozen properties. Meanwhile, firefighters have also battled through the night to get the upper hand on a large fire burning near Officer, east of Melbourne. That blaze caused several road closures in the area, and heavy smoke is still considered a problem for motorists and local residents. Firefighters say the blaze is now being contained. Prime Minister Julia Gillard managed to dodge protesters from several different groups as she made her way into a community cabinet meeting in Perth last night. The most vocal demonstrators were protesters from both sides of the live animal exports debate. Inside, Ms Gillard says she comes down on the side of continuing the industry with the appropriate safeguards in place. Ms Gillard also spruiked her government's achievements and told around 400 community members that she's determined to reach a deal on the Gonski education reforms. British scientists have called it the biggest leap forward yet in finding the genetic causes of certain cancers. Following the largest study of its kind, involving 250,000 patients, a simple DNA test has been developed that can identify women with a very high chance of developing breast cancer and men with a 50% risk of prostate cancer. Scientists say everyone has inherited alterations in their DNA, but whether these mutations are dangerous or not is determined by where they fall in the code. Researchers hope people with a high susceptibility mutation could be counselled to make the right lifestyle choices to reduce their risks. A 36-year-old man has been charged with assault after a siege in Sydney's inner suburbs. The Surrey Hills area was in lockdown, and a family was evacuated from a nearby house following reports the man had barricaded himself inside a unit while threatening another man with a gun. Police negotiators have been praised for defusing the potentially dangerous incident. It's not yet known what sparked the incident, but police say the man was known to them. Almost 2,000 protesters have gathered outside the European Union House in Cyprus, demanding action be taken against plans to tax their savings. The tax is part of the EU and IMF bailout deal that will see the government take aim at large bank deposits over $100,000 and merge several banks. The protest coincides with the planned reopening of banks across the country, which have been closed for the last 6 days. The government has been scrambling to bring in banking reforms and is finalising capital control measures to limit the amount of cash people can withdraw from their bank accounts. In sport, Manly coach Jeff Tuvey has called for the NRL Match Review Committee to be more clear-cut when grading offences. It comes after a successful night at the judiciary with Richie Fayosa only to miss tonight's clash with the West Tigers. The national weather forecast: cooler, wet and windy in the southeast, hot in the east, storms in the north.